Hey guys, what's going on? Pure here today, and today we are going to be farming. Now we are going to be farming stone dragons in Deepholm, so you might want to be level 84 or higher for this guide, or you might want to have a level 23 guild since we are going to be skinning, and you might want to be getting that perk where you can get more things from skinning. Before you continue on this video, you might want to check your auction house to see what the price of savage leather is, volatiles, and also blackened dragon scales. Now, the place that we are going to is in the place called the Pale Roost, and the spawn rate on these dragons is probably about a good 5 seconds because they just keep constantly falling from the sky. Now, we are going to be going to the Pale Roost, as I said, and it's in the upper left-hand corner, and there is going to be a part of the Pale Roost that they are just constantly falling and being knocked out of the sky. They are level 83, I think, or 84 elites, but they normally have 116k HP. I think it's 116k, but they will be falling out of the sky and hitting the ground, so they will be roughly having 48k to about 56k HP. Now you are able to AoE pull these, or chain pull, whatever you want to call it, but it is sometimes a little hard because of the moves they do. If you are a caster, they will have the move Wing Buffet, and it knocks you back, so it stops your casting, and right after they do Wing Buffet, they do Stone Breath, and Stone Breath turns you into stone for about a good 2-3 seconds, which makes you incapable to be able to cast or move. Now, you can do chain pulling, as I said before, but it is sometimes not the smartest thing if you aren't that well geared. This guy just hit 85 the other day, and I am actually able to chain pull a good 5 or 6 before I actually have to heal. It is sometimes complicated due to the fact that they do their stun and everything, but it is still able to be done. And we are going to start our timer for 30 minutes, and we are going to keep farming until we hit 30. With this spot, you can roughly hit about a good 500 to 8, well actually it depends on the price of savage leather. The other day, I only farmed for I think 35 minutes, and I made about 2k gold. Now, from these you get greens, which can vary from 60 gold to 250 gold, and you can get the bloated stomachs, which I think is what they're called, correct me if I'm wrong, and you can get volatiles from them, and if you're lucky enough, you can get the volatiles that sell well on your server, and on my server it's volatile airs, which sell for about a good 40 gold for 2. Now, like I said before, it is very smart to have that level 23 guild perk because you can get multiple savage leather from, or dragon scales, from having that perk. You can also have the treasure finding potion, which increases your chance of finding like greens or the bloated stomachs for the volatiles, but I just said screw it because they were expensive on my server. This spot, like I said before, you can roughly get about like 500 to 200 gold just for 30 minutes, depending on how many greens, how many grays you have, and also how much leather you can do, or get from how fast you can kill these. If you're lucky, you can keep chain pulling like paladins if they're prot, or warriors if they have blade storm, they can also do that. But I am a druid and I have starfall every I think like 2 minutes or something, but I try to chain pull as much as I can to get the fastest results. Now this spot is kind of known, so if you're there, don't be surprised if there are people there already farming. But and this is Deepholm also, so if you are Alliance, you most likely will be seeing 83s from Horde, or they might be farming, or if you're Horde, you might be finding Alliance. There is a chance though that they will be friendly and you guys can just be farming together if you guys are cross factions, or if you're lucky like me, there was no one here today. But these dragons or drakes are part of a quest, and you will see people just come in and kill them and just not loot them, so you can't skin them. And those people are I hate those people on my server, but later in this video you will see someone that comes by and I ask them to loot. And if you just simply ask them, they might actually do it, but if it's not that important to you in the time or whatever, then that's fine, but I wanted to do it since I'm doing a time trial for this video. But if don't forget to loot the grays, because there will be good add-ons later on, like sell junk. You might want to invest in that if you have curse. Also, auctioneer is a great add-on so you can tell what prices are, and all you have to do is just sit there for maybe about a good 20 minutes and scan the auction house. So it's not that much. And right there, I just got 2 greens with this new amazing AOE loot, or looter, or whatever, that the Blizzard built in, and I think it's one of the greatest things they have. And as you can see, there was a hunter that just went, and I asked her if she could loot it, and she ended up looting them, which she was really nice. But don't forget to loot the grays. Just loot everything, even the flanks of meat and all that stuff, because someone on your server may use the meat for cooking, or the grays you can actually sell them for a really good profit. Like once I had 550 gold's worth of grays in my inventory, and with the add-on sell junk, all it is just a one-click button and it sells everything. For druids, if you guys are trying to do chain pulling like me, you could rather just go bear and just kind of swipe and stuff like that, or if you're boomkin, you can just simply put down your mushrooms and kind of do like a set area, like where you run to, and you just blow them up, ignite them, whatever you want to call it, and blow them up while you're doing Starfall. And also keep spamming Moonfire or Sunfire, I think it's called, and so you can get the dot on them. But I'm not really sure with other classes. I haven't tried this with any other class besides my druid, because I'm transferred to this server and this is my only 85 on this server. But I know that Savage Leather on every server is kind of wanted, because everybody needs leather working, and since Mists of Pandaria is coming out soon, everybody is trying to get that 525 stat. So leather for leather working is actually really expensive on my server, and I don't know why anybody would do it, but a lot of people do, because I just sold maybe about a good 30 stacks of it for 80 gold each. But you just keep farming this, and I think we're almost to the time. I can't see. I think it's 21 minutes, or maybe it's been 12. I don't know. But like the dragon spawn rate is amazing. As you can tell, they just keep falling and falling and falling, and sometimes I couldn't even keep up with it, and I had to just kind of wait to skin a little bit, as you can see here. And I saw an Alliance Druid, and I was really hoping that he wasn't going to pop on me, and which he didn't. But yeah, he was just doing a quest for the deep home, so you gotta be kind of leery about that someone can pop on you at any time, because you are going to a Horde and Alliance area. But I would give this spot a 9 out of 10 for the farming for Savage Leather. There also is some spots in Ulam that are a little less like producing, or like they're a little less spawning. Sorry, I'm blanking here. They don't spawn as much, but I'm gonna be doing a video on that later, probably tomorrow. But like I said, the Savage Leather is a key thing. You need to check how much the volatiles are, how much the Savage Leather is, and also the Black and Dragon scales. But yeah, I would recommend listening to music while you were doing this. Halfway through, I turned on my music, and it just made it go by a lot quicker. Just sit there, relax, and just farm away while you're doing 30 minutes. You can even do an hour if you're up to that. If you have the right class, though, it is the easiest thing in the world, because or if you have just like the highest tier right now. I'm not up to date on rating because I was leveling this guy, but yeah, if you just have a bunch of PvE gear, so maybe even PvP gear will work. All you gotta do is just come here and just AoE pull, or even just one-on-one. I would recommend for clothies, unless you're a warlock, to do single pulling, where warlocks, they can do dots, but maybe priests could too, I'm not sure. But all plate classes should be able to AoE them down, like warriors with their blade storm, DKs with their diseases, and paladins with their hammer of righteousness and stuff like that. I say this spot is a very easy way to farm, and we are just now reaching the end time, and we are now going to be going to Orgrimmar to sell all our things. And I think whenever I sell the grays, it's about 81 gold. And also, whenever we go to the auction house, I sell all the savage leather for about, I think, 78 gold, and the black and dragon scales for 48 gold, and the volatiles, depending on which one it is, which I forgot to do. So don't forget to check your backpack or your bags for the bloated stomachs. I will be adding that clip at the end of the video. But I sell all that for 78 gold, 48 gold, and about the volatile earths, I think, go for like 2 gold on my server. They're not that great. Same with the volatile lives. But the airs I got 2 or 3 of, and I sold that for, I think, about like a good 25 gold. Now, the greens, on the other hand, they vary from 60 gold to 295 gold. So you are really going to want to pick up those BOE greens and sell those in your auction house. Now, the add-on that I'm using is called Auctioneer. I will have the link in the description below. Also, same with Sell Junk. The Auctioneer is amazing. All you gotta do is just sit there for 20 minutes, maybe in the morning. You can just go brush your teeth and just click scan. And it takes about a good 20 minutes or so to scan, and it scans every single auction there is, so it gives you the accurate price for what is out there for the item you're looking for. Now, the Sell Junk is just a very little ad. All it does is just go to whenever you go to the vendor, it's a little button up in the upper left corner. It says Sell Junk, and you click it, and it sells every gray in there. Or if you don't want to sell a certain gray, you can put an exception in there, but you have to go into the configuration file. But it's easy. But yeah, that's mostly all it is for 30 minutes. You can roughly get 500 gold to 2k gold. Sorry guys, my mic cut out, and as I was saying, this spot goes from 500 to 2k gold, and it is really amazing. And as you saw, I was just selling the volatiles that I left in my pouch, and that's all we have for this video. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to see more Mists of Pandaria pre-content and more guides on how to make more money right before Mists of Pandaria comes out. I'm going to be making more videos this week on that because we only have 15 days left till Mists of Pandaria comes out. Well, thank you for watching. Subscribe as always. I'm Pierre, and this is a shout out to Sub-Zero Sean. Thanks for watching. Peace.